War never truly brings victory. Those who lose their lives, and those who survive lose their souls. A soldier returning from war is never the same, because on the battlefield, he sees a version of mankind with no humanity. Blood, screams, lifeless bodies, friends gasping their last breath, a landscape painted in chaos and death. Your body sends your brain just one message: kill or die. And that's the moment you stop being human. Thomas Shelby, the man, the myth, the monster of his own making. A tunnel digger during the First World War, one of the most nightmarish jobs imaginable. Digging through enemy soil, beneath death itself, never knowing if the next inch would be your last. The war gave him trauma, but it also gave him strength, ruthlessness, emotional control, a genius mind forged in fire. But what truly separates Thomas from others is his mind. He can think, not just emotionally, but strategically, rationally. Even at his lowest, he calculates. He doesn't react. He decides. He doesn't rage. He plots. Thomas Shelby is addicted to control over his work, his family, even love. But control is an illusion, and when it slips, it reveals the monster underneath. He understands power. He understands timing. Sometimes he attacks, sometimes he appears weak, only to strike harder later. He plays the long game, always. You could write an entire book, The 48 Laws of Power, just based on him. His very existence obeys those rules like they're part of his DNA. But don't mistake this intellect for peace. He is dangerous, not because he wants power, but because he needs it. His ambition isn't a choice, it's a curse. Thomas Shelby cannot stop, even when he wants to. His ambition is a fire that won't go out. It consumes. He once had a chance, a glimpse of peace, with grace, but even love couldn't stop the fire inside him. She was his grace, his only anchor, and when she was gone, his ambition took over again. Not out of choice, but because it was all that was left. Peace means nothing to Thomas unless it's the silence that follows war. He craves chaos. He finds comfort in battles, problems he can't solve, men he can't defeat, because those are the only things that make him feel alive. If Thomas Shelby is your enemy, your defeat is inevitable. And if you're not scared hearing that, you should be. The only person who can defeat Thomas Shelby is Thomas Shelby himself. And the most terrifying part? He knows it. Unchecked ambition has destroyed empires. In Thomas's case, it destroyed his family. He loves them, fiercely. But in trying to protect them, he became the very thing they feared. And that's the tragedy. He doesn't want to be a monster, but he can't be anything else. Thomas Shelby isn't a hero. He isn't a savior of the poor. He is a man, a painfully real man, full of power, regret, madness, and ambition. And no matter how many people he buries, one truth haunts him most. He cannot bury the man he's become. I admire Thomas Shelby, not just for his strength, but for his regret, and maybe because I envy his ambition. If that makes me a little insane, so be it.